watching before you weekend. You watching before you weekend.
With what you just said now, I'm curious to everyone outside, everyone who's watching this, as well as you. What's the worst way you've broken up with someone? Like, what did you say that you knew this is going to drive a spear in their heart? Or you had a really nonchalant way about ending it, and you know you shouldn't have gone that route?
For one, I think I've said this before. Like, I just disappear. Like, I don't block you. You still can see my statuses. You can still see everything. But you just don't exist to me anymore. You cease to exist. And you're like, hey, babe. I'm like, hi. Sort of like, and my tone becomes very apparent in the way that I text. Yeah. I'll never do it for no good reason. But you just cease to exist in my life. And that happens with any relationship.
So come Monday morning, you're posting you like smiling with a different guy. Even though you know you're friends, you want to send the message.
Yeah. I will start when I decided, okay, this is over. I start sending out memes and stuff like.
Why does your gender do that?
Jiggy, heavy. Once upon a time. Like the whole December thing, right? Yeah. I say like, check your chats. When last did you speak to? I know that it's over when you've moved from my main page of WhatsApp into the archives. Once I move you to my archives, and there's only space for 3 people there, I'm very strict about it. It's my daughter, my sister, and a significant other. If you are not there as a significant other, and there's just 2 people there, then it's over.
That is hilarious. No way. Okay, well, I can't relate.
What do you do? Do you actually tell the person, hey, it's over, sorry?
Do I? No, I'm the dumpy. I'm not the dumper.
How have you been dumped in a bad way?
What's the worst way I've been dumped? No, I think I've been confronted in every time a relationship's ended. I think I've been confronted fairly. Like, it's a deep chat. We gotta sort this out.
We need to talk.
Why would you do that? And what were you really thinking? And sorry for that invitation. I'm not trying to.
You saw how I like snarled a bit there. I was like,
I'm not trying to imitate anyone here. Please, if you're watching, this is nothing to do with you.
I bet you think the song is about you.
Yeah, I don't. What's the worst way? Okay, when I started relationshiping like properly in high school, the girl I dated in grade 8. And bear in mind, I'm new to relationships. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I would literally just stand next to her during break time and say nothing. We just stand there.
Oh, that's so sad.
It was. I didn't know what to say. What do you say? So you like soccer? Like, we didn't know what to do.
What was the period like before break?
Well,
that's all you're talking
class.
about. Oh,
we went in the same class, so we'd meet each other up at break. We'd be chilling with our group of people or whatever. And I think she realized like a month after this ain't working.
This is sad.
We were laughing when we were friends, and then you asked me to be a Valentine.
Yeah.
Now we started dating. Now you got nothing to say.
Yeah.
So like, I deserve that. Like,
you did.
But yeah, that might be the worst way I've been dumped. Just because I didn't know how to relationship.
I'd like to tell somebody. I think I don't want. I wouldn't like to, because if I really wanted to, I would have told them. It's just I feel that at this age, you should have a little bit more. I don't want to say experience, but just the will to learn. Maybe practice. I don't know. I just want. There's somebody out there that we are no longer together because they were really bad in bed. Like it was crappy, like sad. It was, I don't know why you at this age and you don't know what to do.
And you're watching.
And you're watching. You are watching because I know that you're watching.
I'm judging you now.
So if you're wondering why I'm not talking to you anymore, it's because you're bad in bed.
Damn. Men, would you handle being told if you were bad in bed? I'm going to take that and put that there. Would you handle that, being told you're not great? I'd
appreciate being told. And people have asked me, how do you mean bad in bed? I'm just talking about you just no, man, I can't say, because then they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. But like, yeah, there's been people who are mediocre. I would take mediocre any day over weizang. Like weizang. It's a something. Huffing, puffing. Okay, for me, bad is one round for the entire weekend. That is bad. That's bad.
Okay.
Yes. So now they know who exactly they are. Future boyfriends. Don't.
Okay, tell us about the headlines, and then we'll close it.
There's something that I want to watch, and I think it's going to be broadcast on Hulu. But they are doing a documentary about different comedians, right? And one of the comedians is Ellen Degenerous. And I so badly want to watch that, like so badly. They've got people in the industry commenting on their experience with her. They've got employees telling of their experience. And they've got, I think, people who were invited onto the show that were some sort of sensation. Now I've brought you onto the show. Now you've got to bring me numbers. Don't just be here,
Yep.
you know? And they had that pressure of, if you don't bring in the numbers, they aren't even spoken to anymore. You don't exist. The problem is there's a contract for you to be here for X amount of time, so we've got to, see that through. But our interaction, the way it was before, with you coming over and it's lunches and, coming to my green room and all of that stuff, ends. And now it's just radio silence. You just need to do what you need to do and then get out of here. I really want to watch it. Somebody please logins.
Oof. So the success of the brand and the name might be tarnished after this episode. That's sad.
It is sad. Everybody else, I think, was more of the understanding of that comedian. For her, it was the darker side.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's like the darker side of comedy or something like that.
Okay, I know that
Do you
series.
see
Okay,
it now?
yeah.
Yeah, that one. Oh, I'd love to watch it. It's also because it was daily bread. Like the Ellen show, we came home and we watched it as a family. We never missed a show. I never missed a show. I was sad when it ended. And when the story started coming out, I was like, but that's how, that's not her. So yeah.
So Ricky Lake also left with perfect timing then.
I think everybody needs to leave. Gee.
I wonder if Ricky Lake has scandals. Yo, I don't even know actually the age group that does watch our stuff is our group. So you must have known Ricky Lake. You came home at 2 p.m. and you saw
Yeah.
Ricky in that accent. That's how you heard it. But
Yes.
that's not what they said.
It was Ricky. And then you sit and your bag is on one shoulder and you're just sitting there and you're like watching.
I never understood it. I never understood the euphoria around talk shows in America. But it's a crazy machine. It's so weird.
That was never me. It was Oprah Winfrey and just Oprah Winfrey until I was older, and then it was Ellen.
Yeah. Oprah Winfrey had my vote of confidence. Now it's like something looks off here.
Why?
I'm not saying she's a Diddy,
Oh,
but I mean there's stuff that looks weird, like the whole Maui situation.
okay.
I'm all for, and you guys know me, I'm all for black progress, black
Yeah.
people winning. I'm all about that. But there's just something that's not sitting right.
Yeah.
And maybe she just has enough money to stifle everything before it becomes
Yeah.
noise. But I would not be shocked if something comes out and it's actually very true.
Guys, that's why we need more creatives who get into those spaces, because the people that are there, guys, it's rotten.
Yeah.
Rotten.
Yeah. A group of 20 children were traveling on a bus from Pretoria to Cape Town.
Right?
A passenger was surprised at the fact that these kids don't sound excited that they're going on holiday. They were very quiet. So the passenger reported that there's kids on a bus here. No one knew what was going on. When it reached Kimberley, cops intervened, and they found out that these 20 kids were actually kidnapped.
Flippin' hell.
The Zimbabwean couple got arrested. These kids didn't even know each other. This was recorded 5th of December, last week.
I don't know. My heart is just like, I don't even know what to say to this. We've got kids,
Yeah.
And how is this happening? The audacity to have something like that, broad daylight, on some school trip. Nobody's gonna. Guys, as South Africans, I think we should go back to lowering our offenses, and I don't mean that figuratively. I just mean, or literally, whichever one's the right one. Lower your walls. Find out what's happening next door. Find out about stuff like that. We don't care anymore because it's just our little, thing. Thank God for that person that said, this doesn't look, right. Something is off here.
Yeah.
Thank God for that person. I think we definitely need to. People just don't care, man. People don't care. You get looks from in the street before. You couldn't have a boyfriend-girlfriend moment under the street lights, even if you know that your parents only get home at 7. There's no way they're going to see me. You couldn't do that in the street because there's other grown-ups that's going to see you. And now and I mean, that's a very silly example, but it's an example. Now people just don't care. I don't care as an adult to say, hey, what are you doing? Not, on my watch. So I think we need to we need to
about the
go
people
back.
around you.
Yeah.
It's a serious conversation, yeah.
Oh man. Where were do they know where they were coming from? Like what was the starting point?
Those details aren't really aren't revealed.
Shabbat, that's just sad.
Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, let's end this off on a happy high note. And this requires all of you who are watching.
Yeah.
What are movies that need to be repeated this festive season? Or what are movies that you continue to repeat every holiday season? I don't really repeat movies. I hate repeating movies.
Oh, I will repeat a series. That's what I love about the holidays. I will repeat a series. I repeated Power so many times that I can recite it for you,
Power?
word for word.
Over the festive season?
Not the festive season. I'm just making an example that it's series.
Okay.
If I'm going through something, I go to Power. It's Christmas season, so now it's all the Hallmark movies. Everything, Z grade of Christmas.
So let's give people a list. And you guys can add to the list as well in the comments. My number one choice would be Home Alone.
Exactly.
No one to this day has topped Home Alone.
Nobody has. You know what's funny is that I tried to get my kids onto it. And they were like, and you go in there with the excitement. This is the thing that we watched every single year. And they were like, okay. I think they asked way too many questions. They care way too much.
Yeah.
So the parents just left the child there. You see the parents of today. What a fish. You people don't care about us. I'm like, no, when did this turn into a whole therapy session? What I'm saying is, this is a nice movie and we should watch it.
So you're showing me a movie about bad parents?
Oh.
Is this what you are to me?
You see what happened to this child? He had to fend for himself.
That's so hilarious.
What are you trying to tell us? Are you trying to say that you're going to leave us and then we've got to fend for ourselves? They aren't even happy about the fact that I was away for a weekend. So, yes, no. It's
Look
not
at you
working.
choosing yourself. Wow.
Yeah, but that's definitely one that I would go back to every single year. I can't
Lion
even
King.
think. Over.
Not a Home Alone. That would just be part of the list.
Oh, yes, Lion King. And I mean, the whole Beyonce one it's nice.
Nope.
But it's not.
Delete it.
It's not that one. You know, that one when the dad died, it was like heart-wrenching. Aladdin.
Did you enjoy
And
Aladdin?
people that say Aladdin, weird.
Who says Aladdin?
No, lots of people say Aladdin.
Oh, my word.
Aladdin. I love Aladdin. I can sing it like word for word.
Really?
Yes.
I was going to add Pocahontas, but then... Also, guys, is it fair to say... I've never watched Avatar. But if I've watched Pocahontas, I don't need to watch Avatar. Let that sink in.
You just mean.
It's the same
no,
thing.
No, not Pocahontas. Please, no. It's not Pocahontas. Maybe Moana. Yes.
I actually haven't seen that.
You should see it. It's
No.
happily ever after kind of thing. Well, all of them are.
I want a comedy Christmas movie that's for 16 and up.
All of them are.
No, they're all family movies. Family movies are great. But I want something...
All of them are.
With dark comedy.
If you look at Madagascar, the comedy in there, this is for adults. This is not for kids.
Madagascar?
Yes, there's little bits here and there. What is it? DreamWorks or whatever. DreamWorks and those people, they forever putting something
dropping
in.
little snippets like this is for the parents.
Yeah.
Among the animations, I would probably add Happy Feet.
Oh yes.
Happy Feet,
Yes.
I feel I really connect to Happy Feet. Like, I'm that kid.
Yeah.
That penguin. I identify with the main character.
Oh yes, so do I. I'm
Yeah.
very awkward.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is, I think, the first good thing that, like, probably the parents are saying, hey, maybe something is coming out of this, eh? Because I don't think I was one of those kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe I'm trying to think who would be a great stand-up to watch during the festive season.
What, stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Or
let's not
live
start.
music
I want to
concert.
go to each and every one. If there's any place that you will find me, it's watching live comedy.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I think I want to go to like Oluso Mandinga. I really enjoy his writing. Really smart. Him, Robbie
Yeah.
Collins, Tats. It was, yeah.
I like people who, there was, over the weekend, I was so upset. I get so upset when people go and watch comedy and then they don't get something. Like when a really, really good joke is said. What's his name? Ntuli on the Sunday. He said something really, really funny. And it was just like, whew, 99%. Like I laughed, but then I stopped and I'm like, guys, do you understand? And they just didn't get it. So I get worked up when people don't get things.
But also
like
maybe
that.
it's the comedian's fault. He didn't read the room. He didn't read the audience.
I mean, yeah, a lot of people were drunk and stuff. But even if you are like, no, don't come to comedy if you must have some medulla, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
must
feel
have.
like don't come to comedy if you are too sensitive as well.
Yeah.
Learn to, and understand people heal differently, but like learn to laugh at your pains or the pains. Like,
Yeah, it's what South Africans used to do. We laughed about stuff, we danced about but now it's just like,
I actually wanted to have that conversation, but we don't have enough time for that.
Yeah.
I raised this question with someone else. As South Africa, we laugh at a lot of things.
yeah,
And we view laughing as how we heal through our pain. But a part of me wants to go, we're not laughing to heal through our pain. We're laughing to actually pass time. Because if it was healing, we'd actually see the changes.
yeah,
It's not healing. Healing, there's a change. It's, oh, I know I shouldn't touch the stove again because I got burnt. Let's tell jokes about that, the burn and the healing. The response or the next phase of that is, oh, we don't joke about that anymore because we passed it now. It's the next thing. And we laugh at the things that happen, our government being idiots or whatever. And we just passing the time because we don't know how else to deal with the trauma, the theft, whatever loss we experience.
yeah.
And I feel like that's a conversation we need to have. But also, that's also a very deep conversation that probably shouldn't live on before your weekend like that. Yeah, you see, this is why we need to build this network, and it needs people like you to continue watching, supporting, so we can fund people, say, yeah, come over here. We've got a lot of conversations to
Yeah.
discuss. But it's been good.
It has. This was nice.
Yeah. You want to take us home for the last time?
I do. Guys, thank you so much for joining us once again. This has been Before You Weekend, your favorite weekly catch-up. TK, nice to see you. Good to have you back. Freaking hell. Welcome to load shedding. To you guys out there, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share wherever you want to share. Interact with us. We really love to hear what you've got to say. And until next week, it's been good. It's been fun. We love you.
Watching before your weekend. You're watching before your weekend.